So, this is the environmental night of the 5-week span of conferences that we've been running on Zoom this past week. So, I imagine that's what most of you are here for. So, Tabitha's written a short piece on fast fashion and how you can avoid it and what it is.
Yes, I have. Please move on the slide, Ronan.
Sorry?
Thank you. So fast fashion is a specific type of business or business model that's based around current trends and replicating it quickly to get it out to current markets who want to buy it. And obviously, online shopping is growing at the moment, especially right now. And fast fashion is really popular within the online shopping world and community. But the demand for cheap clothes is really impacting on other countries and the environment all over the world. So, like we said, fast fashion companies aim to get designs out quickly so they can capitalize on current trends. Workers are often underpaid and overworked, and waste often goes to landfill. So as you can see, there is an inordinate amount of carbon dioxide involved in making even just one t-shirt or one pair of jeans, and the textiles industry is a really big contributor to things like landfill waste or carbon emissions, which really damage the planet through climate change and pollution. So the fast fashion industry was created to be able to maximize profits based on what was popular without sustainability in mind. Interestingly, the UK is the worst in Europe for fast fashion. This production style also uses excessive amounts of water, using up natural water resources and waste products that don't go to landfill in the ocean. Textile dyes is the second largest clean water pollutant globally, killing animals and people that try and drink it. So there are loads of ways that you can help as in the Northwest or in general. So shopping responsibly, picking the clothing brands that you choose to shop from and the places that you choose to go. Often businesses that are not sort of involved in fast fashion do have ethical policies displayed, and it's easily accessible to find out where is good for the environment. Another way is read the label. So the best options tend to be either organic cotton or bio-based synthetic polymers because they have up to 60% less carbon emissions and have a massively reduced negative impact on the environment. Buying clothes secondhand is also a great way to reduce your impact. So sites like Depop and eBay, which allow peer-to-peer clothes sharing. It increases product lifespan and helps to reduce the amount of new clothes you buy, which obviously more carbon emissions and more water use, which is really bad for the environment.
Just going to mention charity shops in there.
Yes.
Yeah, although obviously they're illegal right now, but
well, yeah, I mean, in
yeah.
future, just because you didn't mention it, and that's where I get most of my clothes from. You know?
So then I've written a short piece on what you can do to plant in your environment to help with wildlife and also to help with carbon dioxide emissions. So as well as just brightening up an environment, they provide a habitat and a food source for insects and also small mammals, which that's a huge part of the food chain, especially in Trafford, which has one of the highest densities of grass and small wildlife in Greater Manchester. They keep the soil healthy as well. So obviously desertification is not a major concern of people living in the northwest of England, but because we do get plenty of rain, but soil health is important for other stuff as well. So plants, they invest nutrients back into the earth when they die and just throughout the course of their lifespan, and that leads to more plants being able to grow, which absorbs more carbon dioxide and will counteract the greenhouse effect somewhat. Bee population is also extremely important. In Trafford, we have one of the highest numbers of bees in all of Greater Manchester, with 250,000 bees per hive and a couple of hundred hives around the borough. So plants, pollinating plants, they keep bee populations healthy, which in turn allows for agriculture and huge amounts of the food chain to be propped up. Also, so fast fashion, as expanded upon earlier by Tabitha, much of the cost also to the environment comes from the transport required to take clothes made in other countries here. And it's much the same situation for a lot of our food. So huge amounts of our produce comes from overseas. And so growing your own vegetables is a really easy, cheap, and smart way to both reduce costs, but also allow food to be fresher and to reduce carbon emissions. So there's a couple of different things that you should plant for different reasons, and there's a lot written down here, but I'll try and break it down. So vegetable and herbs I talked about earlier. Wildflowers are extremely versatile. They'll go pretty much anywhere there's grass, and they'll support quite a large number of insects. So window boxes. In Trafford, we're very lucky when it comes to gardens. Almost everybody in Trafford will have one. The majority of houses here do. However, if you're living in a place which doesn't have an attached garden, like in an apartment, you'll almost definitely have a window. And if you don't, you should talk to somebody. So that would allow you to use a window box, which can be just as useful as a garden for growing small flowers and helping with insect and bird populations. So if you do have a garden, but it's small or concreted over, then climbing plants are an excellent option because they require very small amounts of space to grow, absorb a huge amount of carbon dioxide, and they're very easy to grow as well. They don't require that much maintenance. Many climbing plants don't even require the trellises that you sometimes see for scrambling roses, etc. So an adult tree will absorb 20 kilograms, 40 pounds of carbon dioxide every year over its whole lifespan. And that's a huge dent. So to offset the carbon emissions of a person, planting an acre of trees are known as microforesting. That will pretty much do it for an adult person's general emissions. So even if you only have a small garden, planting 1 or 2 trees will do a lot to help in the fight against climate change. So also, you've got houseplants. Houseplants, they're extremely trendy if you get a couple of succulents in your room. But you should definitely investigate other similarly low maintenance but more air filtering plants like aloe vera, spider plants, and peace lilies. So these all require very, very little looking after. They can be just put in any sunny area inside of a home, and they'll make your air cleaner, which is better for your health and also for the world at large. Yeah. That brings us pretty much to the end of our presentation. If you want to ask us any questions, then you could send them through now. I've got a small quiz prepared, very, very small quiz, but otherwise that might bring us around to the end.
That sounds good. We'll give a minute to see if anyone has any questions about fast fashion or eco gardening. But if not, I guess maybe just go ahead and we'll do the quiz.
Okay, so this is one, you may have seen it around about 6 slides ago. So
I have a good memory.
I feel like I remember.
Okay, so has anyone sent anything through the chat?
Oh,
Almost got something.
hey, I'll put something in. can't spell. Oh wait, no.
How much
You might
water?
be
How much
wrong.
water? Not how
Water,
many
not carbon
not how much carbon
dioxide.
dioxide is released.
I
Altogether.
knew it.
You get like half a point for that, Mira.
Cleano's lowballing. I'll just skip through. It's 20,000 liters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's
So is that growing the plants and then
over the whole lifespan of the
Yeah.
kilogram of cotton, yeah. But it's a pretty intensive process. Yeah, so as Tabitha said before, the UK is actually the epicenter in Europe for clothing consumption. We have around about 12 kilograms more on average per person than countries across Germany and Scandinavia. France is somewhere in the middle, but we're definitely at the top. 50 kilograms. Oh, April got it. It's 27.
Hmm.
It's good from April. How many kilograms of carbon does a mature tree absorb? There's multiple choice because I figured it was a tricky one to remember.
This is a wild guess. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Wait, Mira. Yeah, you're also wrong. Actually, it's 22.
Oh.
Anyway, I think that takes us to the end here. If we still don't have any questions, might be time to wrap this up.
To plug before, got another Zoom webinar event tomorrow. If anyone's interested, and it's with the Proud Trust, which is really exciting. And if you don't follow us already or would like more information, we are at Youth Cabinet Trafford on Instagram and at Youth Cabinet on Twitter. So please give us a follow.
all of the conferences that have been on this week so far will be put up on YouTube probably by around this time next week, because we don't really understand technology, so give us a little while extra. And if any of you watching are interested in joining the Youth Cabinet or want more details about what we do in general, I'm just going to stick my email into the chat, and then if you have any queries or you would like any more information, then you can get in contact with me, and then you could maybe come join all these fine young things that have been presenting so well tonight. I guess since we don't have any more questions, I'll just take this chance to thank everyone for coming. I'd like to thank all of our panelists and David for coming in. And well, I'll let you guys sign off since you're hosting, but thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
See you again soon.
Bye.